What makes a journey difficult? Is it the obstacles that you anticipate along the way, the mental blocks, or the fear of getting out of a set comfort zone? It may seem colossal, but the journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step, the first step. Hello, Namaste, welcome back to my channel. We have reached Srinagar and embarked on the much awaited journey to Tarsar Marsar Lakes, one of the best summer treks in Kashmir. Our first pit stop would be Pahalgam, a very beautiful town situated in the Lidder Valley of the Greater Himalayas. Literally, the village of the shepherds is an ideal place for a lot of outdoor activities, including hiking, trekking, fishing, and visiting many of its fruit orchards. It is also the starting point of the annual Amarnath Yatra. It's a beautiful destination to spend a few days in the lap of Himalayas. From Pahalgam, we further travel to Aru Valley, which would be our base location for the Tarsar Marsar trek. उन ऊंचे पहाड़ों का नज़ारा, अल्हड़ मस्ती में बहती नदियाँ, दिलकश वादियों में खो जाने की ख्वाहिश, एक यादगार सफ़र का सिलसिला शुरू हो चुका था। The Tarsar Marsar trek would take us on a 50-kilometer trail through the mountains, covering a maximum altitude of about 13,500 feet. We would camp for 5 nights in the heart of Kashmir. And so the adventure begins. We start the trek on a wet, rainy day. The trail is a little mucky because of the rains and hence more slippery. On the first day of the trek, we would reach the Lidderwat. The trail from Aru Valley to Lidderwat follows the course of the Lidder River. As it passes through lush green meadows and beautiful pine forest, don't forget to stop and admire the panoramic views of Aru Valley. You'd also observe many settlements of the Gujjar community, aka the Gypsies of the Himalayas, from up close and their way of living high up in the mountains. There's an excitement building up, but there's also a growing sense of restlessness. The preparation hasn't been as extensive as we would have liked it to be. Fitness is a bit rusty thanks to the prolonged COVID lockdown, plus challenges associated with high altitude, risk of AMS, far away from civilization. Well, there's a lot of butterflies fluttering inside the tummy right now.
Actually slippery.
Day 1 of a trek can be really challenging. The body is still trying to adapt, acclimatize to the altitude. The legs are still trying to get used to the uneven terrain. There's a 8 to 10 kilos bag on the back, and as you climb up, it can get exhausting pretty fast. But there's a rush of adrenaline. There's a sense of adventure. The raw elements of pristine nature, the picture-perfect postcards are great motivators to keep walking. After a long day of walking, we finally reach our first campsite, Lidderwat. The evening is spent lazily strolling along the banks of Lidder River and contemplating day one of the trek. The legs are screaming, the back is sore, but there's contentment in mind. A sense of calm prevails. As I would realize later, this trek would teach me many important life lessons, one being the power of a small step. In the course of our life, not all paths we encounter will be same. Some will be laced with obstacles and some will be a bed of flowers. You will invariably falter, slip and fall at certain junctures, and sometimes you will feel like you are flying. What's important is to keep walking, even if it's slow, even if it's just one step at a time. Because when you take a break and look back, you will be humbled by how much you have covered. You would have moved mountains.
रुक जाना नहीं तू कहीं हार के कांटों पे चल के मिलेंगे साए बाहर के